Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever I'm finding you today, and welcome back to another delightful video on my channel. Today, we're going back into the amazing world of Am I the Devil? And today, I have an absolute doozy for you. It is, yeah, it may be one story, but there are multiple updates, and it is insane. So please prepare a beverage, a snack, and your soul. And let's get into it, shall we? This was posted on r/advice and got cross-posted onto Am I the Devil? My past infidelity has come to life. I need advice on saving my relationship with my husband and sister. Off the bat, you think infidelity, she cheated, why is the sister involved? Assume away. These are not real names. Good, not looking for trouble. A long time ago, after dating for years, my now husband, Stuart, and I got married. It was his first deployment, and I didn't know how to handle not seeing him. I developed better coping mechanisms since then. He's leaving active duty now, but I understand the importance of getting a friend group or even getting a dog while he's away. He only deployed one more time after that, and the past 2 years he's been home. Now, with him leaving active duty, we are finally about to get settled and move to DC, where we both have jobs. I am shameful to say, during this first deployment, I was unfaithful to him. There's the infidelity. I was in a vulnerable state, and my sister's husband drove 3 hours to help me repaint the patio. So her brother-in-law. I read the next line. I always had a crush on him, but never thought of acting on it. So no, she's saying it was like, oh, I was so lonely and it happened spur of the moment. Bitch, no, you said you just had a crush on him. Shut up. Selfishly, we started hooking up, and it haunts me to this day. No, it doesn't. You had a crush on him. Shut up. We would find excuses for her to come down, mainly work around the house, and my sister, Jane, had to watch the baby. Well, my sister found out he was cheating, but she didn't know it was with me. I feel like if she found out it was with you, you wouldn't be writing this right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because he gave her chlamydia. Even though he was supposed to only be hooking up with me, and obviously Jane. I usually take my sexual health really seriously, and I've never cheated before. Well, congratulations, you've cheated now. I realized I'm risking my marriage, my health, my husband's health, and cut things off. Since then, I've made sure to be the perfect wife and sister. You've already fucked up. Being the perfect wife and sister would be telling the truth. Lying is going to make it worse. But my sister recently filed for divorce because he kept cheating on her. I guess he realized she wasn't taking him back, and in an effort to hurt her, the brother-in-law told his wife, which is the sister, about our past. Just evil. No, what is evil is you hooking up with someone you had a crush on despite the fact that both of you were in a relationship. You are to blame, OP, just as much as brother-in-law. I can't believe he would say something just to hurt her because she wouldn't tolerate his cheating anymore. You cheated too, bitch. Shut up. My sister told my husband today and everything blew up. He got to a hotel and my sister cursed me out and has told me I'm dead to her. Valid. That's the smallest reaction I could expect. She blocked me on everything. I received calls from my family members. My mum sent me a nasty message. My brother, almost everyone. Well, I mean, you did something unforgivable, and if your family is religious or conservative or whatever, that's going to make an effect as well. You've done something unforgivable, but even more unforgivable in the eyes of like a religious figure or like a very conservative family. You slept with someone you're related to and then lied about it. My dad has been very sympathetic. Oh, the dad's just as bad then. And I appreciate him for that. I told him I'd call him tomorrow, but right now I just feel like my life blew up and I have no one. And whose fault is that, bitch? Yours and your brother-in-law's. That was part one. My opinion is once a cheat, always a cheat, and the fact that she's trying to pin this on the brother-in-law for like framing her, she almost puts it out as framing, even though she said originally she had a crush. Like the brother-in-law was already cheating, and then the fact that she was like, oh, I had a crush on him this whole time, it's like that's all a cheater needs to start cheating. She has just as much blame in this as the brother-in-law. Her brother-in-law, somebody who is related to her legally. Don't you see how nasty that is? Update. I'm taking accountability. Good. Accountability needs to be fucking taken. I've gotten a lot of angry comments, and rightfully so. Well, what did you expect? Like, I just remembered this was cross-posted off r/advice. She was looking for advice from people. You turned to Reddit to ask people to justify you cheating with your brother. You better take all the accountability, and brother-in-law too. I just can't believe she tried to ask for advice. There is no way to justify what happened, and I won't do that. All I can say is that I deeply regret my actions. Okay, it's good to regret. That's like step half. You need to make amends. Okay, you need to realize what you've done was absolutely disgusting and vile, and you need to get your brother-in-law to realize that as well. And then you need to apologize. You never told your husband, you never told your sister. They found out. So you need to tell them that yes, it's true, and you regret it and you wish. Don't make excuses. Don't be like, oh, because of this, oh, because of that. Be like, no, it happened, I regret it, and I will work to make it up. Don't be like, oh, woe is me, oh, the victim. No, you just need to apologize and not try to make them feel bad for you. Sorry, in the background, one of my cats are cuddling my dog and it's really cute. All I can say is that I deeply regret my actions. It was hard looking at myself in the mirror. My dad has been my rock through all of this. Okay, I get that you're family and people think that there's this imaginary thing called unconditional love, but love is conditional because you're not going to love somebody who hurts you. You're not going to love somebody who hurts others. You're not going to love somebody who betrays trust. You're not going to love somebody who is committing crimes. You're not going to love somebody who actively cheats or commits crimes. I cried when talking to him, but he let me know I'm not a bad person. You are a bad person. And he understands why I never told anyone. He's cheated before. This dad has cheated before. He also talked to my. Can you pick this up? I hope the mic picked that up. Um, yes, the dad's cheated before, 100%. He also talked to my husband and convinced him to have a conversation with me. We tried to convince my sister, but she said no. Yeah, rightfully so. And I told my dad we've got to respect that. Sorry, my cat is just curling up in my lap. I hope the mic is picking up that purring. My husband and I did talk. Hello, gorgeous. He asked if there was any other time that I cheated, and I told him absolutely not. He is hurt right now, and he said he needs space. He thought we had a great marriage before this, and now he doesn't know what we have. Of course, he can't trust you. He's been away, and you cheated with your fucking brother. That really hurt. You really hurt him. Thankfully, he didn't make any rash decisions. He said he's going to take some time for his mental health so he can think clearly. Yeah, he just got his world destroyed by you and his brother-in-law. He needs at least some time away from you pestering him for forgiveness so he can think logically and for himself without manipulation, without gaslighting, and without pressure. He then wants us to go to counselling, and after counselling, he will make that decision. I told him I would love to do counselling, and I'm ready whenever he's ready. I'm still sad, but I'm feeling better. My dad said he will come and visit me next weekend and is reminding me that I'm not a bad person and we all make mistakes. Again, that dad's definitely cheated before. He let me know it's what we do moving forward that makes us as a person. And those words are helping me move on. Oh my god. Okay, yes. Someone in the comments is like, Dad is definitely a cheater. I'm glad I'm not the only person who had that take. Yeah, comment one, cheating is not a mistake. All of the people to cheat with, you chose your sister's husband. Two, Dad is definitely a cheater. Couldn't agree more. I have an inkling the reason why your dad is taking your side is he's either a cheater or he's scared you'll hurt yourself. And then another comment, everyone who says cheating is a mistake is a cheater. Yeah, everybody has the same read on it as I do. There are no upvotes on this, by the way. I agree with everybody in the comments that Dad definitely cheated, and it's worth looking into. I hope someone in the comments managed to convince the mother of OP to look into the dad's infidelity. We do have one more update though, which is going to be amazing. And she's looking for advice again. Any tips on attending marriage counseling for the first time? I know I'm not the most popular person on Reddit, but I am really trying to save my marriage. There's nothing to save, darling. Like trying to build a house out of the rubble it burnt to. I'm extremely nervous about Tuesday, which is the first session for us. I told him I was committed to regaining his trust and putting our marriage where it was before everything came out. He said he will try to reconcile, but no promises. I think this guy is trying to cling on to a false sense of security forced by you, your parents, and maybe his parents. I think he's being like forced to forgive you, to be like, oh, but you've been together this long, why throw it away? I think once he realizes that time means nothing when you threw it all away, that he can just walk away. I told him I was committed. Yes, he'll try to reconcile. And he is trying his best, but not handling it well. Okay, of course he's not. You cheated on him with your brother. He doesn't know how to feel about my guy friends, and he's suspicious. Of course he is. You've cheated. And he wonders if there's more people I cheated with. I didn't and never cheated with anyone other than the situation you know about. I do not see my guy friends that way. He doesn't know that because you cheated with your fucking brother. Okay? How can he trust you? That's how it works. Your word is nothing anymore. He can't trust you. You broke his trust. As far as my sister and I, we still haven't talked from here. My dad said once things settle down, he will try to help mend things between us. But right now, the only thing I can focus on is rebuilding my relationship with my husband, who's actually talking to me and trying, because he probably feels like he can't waste all of your years of marriage and dating. He probably feels forced and pressured, and you've probably gaslit him by playing victim. Any tips on rebuilding this relationship and getting ready for therapy on Tuesday? Good luck. In the most sarcastic way possible, good luck. I hope your husband leaves you. I hope the pressure anybody has put on him, including you, fades away and he goes, why am I holding on to all these years of memories if you threw them away overnight with your brother? And I hope he just leaves your sorry ass, because all those years of marriage means nothing when you didn't consider any of that time, any of those minutes, hours, seconds, days, weeks. You didn't consider any of them when you admitted to having feelings for your brother, you admitted to cheating, and then you lied. You lied to your husband and your sister. And who knows, you probably gaslit him into therapy. There are some comments. Here is the truth. Even if you stay together, even if someday he forgives you, the marriage you had before has gone. Exactly. He'll never. You said, like, he doesn't trust you around your male friends. That's going to carry on because you broke his trust. He was away on deployment earning money for you, and you betrayed every ounce of trust he ever had in you. That's not something you can build back up overnight. That's something I don't think you can ever build up. Like, if you've ever been cheated on before, you know you can never look at that person the same way. They're no longer, like, the person you knew. Any friend they have is a potential cheating partner. They also, you don't feel clean around them. Like, could they be carrying something? Like, you got chlamydia from your brother. How can you say that with your chest? And on Reddit, of all places. You won't get it back. That's the price you pay. If you can't handle the fact you'll never have the same relationship, end it. Save yourself the pain. Yeah. Another person replied, truth. Forgiveness doesn't mean going back to what it was. Forgiveness is letting go of the horrible emotions that are holding you back. It's for the victim's mental health and well-being. Yeah, it's so you feel better, OP. You want to be forgiven so you feel better. People seem to mistake forgiveness for forgetting. There is no reset button after betrayal. Can they get better? With a lot of work on OP's part, but OP is already complaining about the path forward. If you don't want to put in the effort, and if you're going to bitch and moan about your partner not trusting you anymore, which is entirely your fault anyway, you're not willing to move forward or look past this. So, leave. Last comment we're going to look at. Do not have your dad meddle on your behalf with your sister. You already cost your sister her marriage and her sibling by being a terrible, selfish person. If your dad meddles, she'll likely have to cut him off too. You already betrayed her in the worst way, just leave her alone. She lost her husband. She lost a sibling, OP. And she also could be losing her dad. She probably already has lost her dad because the dad's like, forgive your sister for something that I've definitely done. If the sister is smart enough, she'll read between the lines of forgive cheating and be like, oh, says a cheater, dad's a cheater. I hope this sister still has the mother and any other family members supporting her because this OP is disgusting and vile and entitled for expecting to be forgiven. Like, first of all, you didn't tell them. The truth just got found out. You shouldn't be forgiven for infidelity and cheating and lying anyway. But if you just straight up came out with the truth, then there could have been some forgiveness anyway. But the fact that you lied, you shouldn't expect any forgiveness because you held it from them until they found out, and you still didn't admit it after they found out. You just let them find out and let them go on, and you're just like, she'll forgive me with time because they're family. Excuse me, what? I'm sorry. Just because they're family, they have to forgive you? No. I hope this sister moves on and never talks to you again. And I hope your husband grows a spine and leaves you. Because all the therapy you're going to need to quote unquote fix your marriage is going to be so much more expensive than the divorce fees. That is the end of the updates. That is the comments I've screenshotted to share. And that's my opinion at the end of the day. Cheating is inexcusable unless you are in an abusive relationship. That is the only time it's forgiven because, it's your escape. I will try to look for an update, but if there isn't, then this will be the end of the video. I hope this video was spicy and delicious for you, and I hope my new mic is good enough and not giving any interference. I also hope they picked up Yozora's little purring episode just then. Um, Thank you for tuning in. Please leave your comments and opinions down below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, my darlings. Mwah.